there's a lot of things that have been happening. I don't know if you've seen that some people have been posting on social media of her dancing on another dude at a Halloween party, and she's dressed provocatively.
That's crazy.
And then she also put out there that Travis Hunter would drop her off at those parties, and he would wait outside the whole time until she was done partying. So she's twerking on another dude while he's sitting in the car outside. And then there's also been another video of her cooking for this one man. They've been in a 5-year relationship. This was 3 years ago, right? And she's cooking for another man in his apartment. And then you could tell it was her because she tried to cover her face. She had all the same tattoos that she has. And then on top of that, they discovered that she had an existing OnlyFans page as well. If you see on her ring finger, there's a money sign tattoo. That might just be a coincidence. But then again, she is with Travis Hunter. He's projected to be maybe the top 3 pick in the NFL draft as well. So he's the Heisman Trophy winner as well. We need to talk about that. Yeah.
Boy, you're crazy.
You know what you're here for. This is code Dubadano for Panda Sups, man, where you can get 15% off if you go to the gym, or if you're trying to go to the gym and get that new body for the new year that is coming up, brother, man. We got yourself some good pre-workout. This is right here, Panda Sups pre-workout. You could take this and you will get a little jittery, but you know, that's what you need to go ahead and get through the gym, man. You already know the deal. So go ahead and check out Panda Sups. We also got protein powder as well. 160 calories, 30 grams of protein, and only 6 grams carb. This is my favorite one. It's campfire s'mores. It has mini marshmallows and mini graham crackers inside of the protein powder, man. This is delicious. If you want to take it on the go, take yourself a little protein shake and you get that 30 grams that you can get in, man. Hit your protein goal. Come on now, don't stop it. Keep hitting your protein goal and take some good pre-workout. So use code DUBANONA for that for 15% off. And on to the rest of the video. And we are back. Hi, my name is Donovan, aka Double Donna, and welcome to the Nameless Journey podcast. Best podcast in my home. You already know the deal. So let me go ahead and introduce my guest for today. This right here is Devin, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. I went to high school with. That's about it. You feel me? But he is here for the podcast. Go ahead and sound off. Talk to them real quick.
Yo. What's good? It's your boy D Black, aka D Street. You feel me? Okay. You know what I mean?
I forgot that was your nickname.
Yes, sir.
D Street.
Yes, sir. That's me.
Real talk.
Honored to be here.
Indeed. And then you already know who this is. This is Omar. He's one of my co-hosts. My other two co-hosts were not here today because one has work, the other one is sick. Get well soon, Mr. Pinguino. You already know the deal. Julian, a.k.a. Chicken Wing Soldier, a.k.a. whatever his name is. You already know the deal. He is not here today. He's a little sick. Kyle Land, 3 Eyes. He is at work. You know, he's a busy man like I usually say. But you'll see him in the intro. And go ahead and check out all of their social medias linked in the description. You already know the deal. But let's go ahead and talk about these topics for today. We got Kevin O'Leary buying TikTok. We got American rapper arrested for being naked. And Travis Hunter's fiance is having problems. So, which one of y'all want to talk about first, man? Which one of y'all want to talk about first? Very first one? Yeah. Let's talk about Kevin O'Leary, man.
What's up with that, man?
Kevin O'Leary buying TikTok. That one just popped up as of recent, maybe like a day or two ago.
Yeah.
We are recording this podcast on January 8th. Yes. Whew. So, I don't know when this podcast episode will be coming out, but you'll be seeing it. And you'll probably hear the news about Kevin O'Leary buying TikTok by then. But let's go on and talk about it, man. Shark Tank's own Kevin O'Leary says he is nearing a deal to buy TikTok as the ban on TikTok is still proceeding as followed. The ban on TikTok will come into effect January 19th, and it will only remain unbanned if they sell to a U.S.-based company. So, how are we feeling about that?
Honestly,
do you think we really need TikTok, or do you think that it's all right that they're buying it?
I'm gonna be honest, ever since Vine got discontinued, we've needed like something like that. So like TikTok, especially for this generation, that's all kids want to do. But like At the same time, I feel like we kind of need TikTok in a way, but don't really. It depends. If you do TikTok for a job, I understand. And let's say it gets bad, you losing a job. You know what I'm saying? All those sponsors and everything, man. So honestly, yeah, I say we would probably need TikTok. But like I said before, like this bad move has been since like COVID. I believe. But like, is it like for reals this time, or is it just another like?
I know this is for real. January 19th. That's when TikTok's gonna be done.
Y'all better hope.
Yeah, it got signed in by Congress and everything. But I know most definitely, I think like all social media platforms have like a way for freedom of speech, and I feel like if you're taking that away, you're taking away somebody's voice at the end of the day. But it's all on how you look at it, because you can voice your opinion on any type of platform, because as you see on YouTube, you can go through all the shorts and everything, just like how you do on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. But I think most definitely with Mr. O'Leary, he's just over there, doing his thing. He's all about a bag. If you ever seen the Shark Tank, that man is about a bag, bro. So
most definitely,
he's seen the bag. He's like, I'll go save it. Like, come on, bro. He about a bag.
See, there has been rumors that Elon Musk was also talking about bringing back Vine if TikTok did get banned. That's what he was also talking about.
But will it be the same as back then?
I don't think it'll be the same as back then. I think it'll be a replica of TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
It would probably be the same thing, just under a new name, Vine. Yeah. But then again, we do also have other short form content platforms. There's Instagram Reels, there's YouTube Shorts, and there's also Facebook Reels as well. And then I just discovered a new app that a lot of people are switching over to from TikTok. It's called Lemon 8.
Yeah, Lemon 8. I started seeing that.
I downloaded the app to go ahead and check it out. I don't know how 34 people followed me on there because I just downloaded the app. I never had it.
It automatically follows them once you make the account.
I was like,
link it to your TikTok.
Is it just like TikTok?
Yeah. It's linked to TikTok. I was like, who is these people? But other than that, I downloaded the app. It's a little different for me. I'm still trying to figure it out and work out the kinks to see if it's a really good app. Right now, it's just kind of like whatever to me because, I be on Instagram Reels for most of the time. I don't really be on TikTok super heavy unless I'm trying to like look at like anime type stuff, because me personally, I like anime. I always say that on the podcast. So if you don't like anime, skip past this part. I ain't gonna stop you.
No, anime's lit, bro.
Me personally, I like anime.
I was into it more than like him.
I'm telling you gotta get into it. Watch Death Note. Watch Attack on Titan.
Death Note, 7 Deadly Sins.
I can't get into that. I ain't gonna really. Look, I watched 7 Deadly Sins. I watched maybe like the first season, but low key. Bond is a freak ball. Meliodas is a freak ball. All of them are some freak balls. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm like, I can't get with that. That's a little too much. Right now, I'm watching Spy Family. Spy Family is actually pretty good anime right now. And
I've been watching Baki. Baki's pretty.
Baki's hard.
Bro, it goes crazy out, bro. Like just that quick. Like anime fighting, I'm like, oh yeah, and then One Punch Man coming out with a season 3.
See, I still need to get into One Punch Man. I was trying to find it on Crunchyroll.
It's on Hulu, I believe. It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay, bet
so
because
definitely dive into that.
I know I watched Tokyo Revengers the 2nd and 3rd season on Hulu, because they didn't have it on Crunchy, right? But I watched it on Hulu with so many ads, bro. That's the only thing that irritates me.
What's up with that, bro?
I think you gotta pay for the premium.
What's up with Hulu with these ads, bro?
It's any streaming service.
But they giving me ads every 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, can I watch the show?
It's always the same ad.
And then the ad be 2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. And the crazy part, I'm a cheapskate. I will not pay for nothing more than premium or the basic,
regular basic.
Yeah. So I'll take an ad. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? So like, man, so like. Just Hulu, it has a lot of like those hidden animes in there. So definitely peep into One Punch Man. It's top tier.
See, I'm gonna go on to that. I also need to check out Bleach because I've been seeing Bleach. What is it called? It's 7 Year Blood War or something like that.
Yeah,
I heard that was on Disney Plus. Somebody told me that.
Yeah, because they got that whole huge contract with Hulu and Disney Plus. Everything is linked together.
See, if you want to watch a good fighting like anime too, Windbreaker.
Okay.
Windbreaker's hard. They only have one season, like 13, 12 episodes at most. It's like it's kind of similar to Tokyo Revengers when it comes to like the gangs and everything, but he don't like be like a crybaby like Takamichi. He really like throwing hands with people because he want to be the strongest. You know what I'm saying?
That's really.
I need to get on this so I can understand what they're saying.
Bro, you need to check it out. I'm just saying that.
The only animated series I watch right now is Family Guy.
That is not anime. That is animated.
If you would have said Boondocks, I would have been okay. That's black
that's
anime.
Animated.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie.
Animated and anime is two different things.
I'm gonna try it. I tried watching Naruto one time.
No, don't do it.
Really?
See, look, it's
Hold on.
good.
Yeah, I love
it's
this. I love
good.
this. Go ahead.
Naruto is good, but
Fighting's too
there's
long.
too many doggone filler episodes.
That's
So
the
that's
thing.
what directs people away from it.
There's a whole series called Naruto Shippuden Kai, right? That you can literally watch the whole series with no fillers.
See, that's what I need to get into.
Yeah,
I tried to
you
watch it
watch
during
that?
COVID.
Oh,
Man, I was like,
Bro.
they've been fighting for 18 episodes. I'm sick of this. It's the same fight.
Bro.
Like, y'all
That's the only
see?
thing that you fall into when it comes down to Naruto is the fillers. But dude, top tier, bro. Like that is like my number one anime, and I watch a lot of animes, bro. But like, you can ask anybody, like, bro, Naruto is my thing. Bro, I almost got like everything in Naruto tatted on my arms and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like that. But you know what I mean? It's top tier, bro.
See,
Okay,
bro,
then how do you feel about my bad?
No, go ahead.
Then how do you feel about Black Clover? Because Black Clover, people say that Black Clover kind of like matched Naruto's storyline.
So I think like on a real note, a lot of these animes got the same storyline. You know what I mean? If you really peer into it, that's why, you know what I mean, I was so scared to start another anime right after Naruto because I was so fully invested into it. But once I did, I started realizing everything was the same. Like Black
Okay.
Clover, you know what I mean? I started watching, I'm like, this is the same thing. 100 x 100, bro. It's the same thing.
True facts.
But like no matter what you get, you're just gonna get different names, same storyline, similar, you know, but if not the same.
I think that this is for Code Banano at AZVA. You already know the deal. We got a great clothing brand. They got hoodies, they got shirts, they got t-shirts, they got pants. They might have even some drawers for you. You know the deal. They got even some socks for you, man. Go ahead and check out AZVA so you can get yourself 10% off when you use my code Dubadano at that. If you want to go ahead and get some great clothing, summer is here. Summer is now here. So go ahead and get yourself some clothes, man. Got some mesh shorts just for you. So go ahead and use code Dubadano at that for 10% off. And on to the rest of the video. I think the most three similar ones, if I was to pair them up together, is probably Naruto, Black Clover, and My Hero Academia. Because all three of them were shooting for the top. Black Clover, he didn't have powers. My Hero Academia, he didn't have a quirk. And then both of them got powers.
Yeah.
Naruto, he obviously had powers, but he was like an outcast. Same with Black Clover, he was an outcast. Asta was an outcast. Midoriya, he was an outcast against his like classmates. So
Yeah.
like all of them literally ended up coming up. If you really think about it,
Okay, yeah, no, definitely that. Like I said, similar storylines, but just different characters.
Most
See, I'm
definitely.
not a anime. I like that, but I do like everything about like all like the characters, like
Yeah.
the drawings. Like, I even went to like a little, not Comic-Con, but like a little convention.
It's lit. It's
Yeah,
lit.
it's
You know what I mean?
lit.
It's like
I'm
any other
hey,
thing.
Like, this shit's pretty cool, but I'm just not really like, you know.
It's similar to like how people are like Disney heads, or they can be like freaking nerd heads, like Comic Con, bro.
Yeah.
Like anime is like its own little entity that, you know what I mean, people could just be free minded with it. And definitely, I wanted to go to. There's this all black anime con. I forgot what it's called. But like it's just
DreamCon?
DreamCon, yeah.
Oh, well, RDC.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, bro. I seen that on social media. My boy Boyd actually went to it when he was in Texas, and bro, he said it was just immense. Like seeing how everybody was just engulfed in that type of culture was crazy. You know what I mean? Of course, you got those kind of weirdos that like take it too serious, but that's anything.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You ever seen them Disney heads? You ever been to Disney? And you
Oh
see,
no,
like,
I can't do them. I ain't gonna lie.
God,
Jesus,
it's
bro.
scary, bro. Like they like, oh my god, like Buzz Lightyear. Like, bro, you're like 30.
See,
You're 30 acting like
I
you're
mean,
2
hey,
years old.
do you? But like, come on.
go
Nah,
watch my
don't.
Terrified Tuesday video. We did one with Meat Canyon Disney adults. Watch that. That thing is crazy.
Oh, Meat Canyon is crazy. Oh,
I be reacting to stuff. I have the series called Terrified Tuesday on my personal channel where we watch like horror short videos and films and everything.
Oh, Meat Canyon is
Yeah,
dude,
they
scarred.
made one called Disney Adults. Sick. I ain't gonna lie.
Crazy, dude.
You know what? Since we're on the topic of shows, anime shows,
Yeah.
what y'all watching right now? Like, what you guys watching right now? Like top 3 shows right now?
Oh, like I said, Baki.
Baki.
Baki's my top right now. Dude, I haven't really been locked in on anime lately because I've just been working, bro. But like, most definitely Baki. I just be watching that when I'm at the office. Hopefully, you know, my boss don't see this, but yeah, no, I be locked in, bro.
He ain't really watching it. I'm just
Nah,
saying.
nah.
But if
It
you are
watches me.
watching
It
it,
watches
If you're
me.
watching this, go ahead and
go
hit the
ahead and
button.
subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications when we drop a video, pal. I greatly appreciate it.
Like me, I just finished Squid Game 2. It's pretty,
Okay.
pretty good. And I was telling Don, Carry On. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, bro, that movie was good,
Dude,
dog.
it's really good.
That movie was
I'm
good. Have you seen it?
I
It's
have
number
not.
1 right now.
Oh
still,
yeah.
on Netflix.
It's top 5 in the like Netflix history right now
Dude.
of like how many streams it's gotten. Dude, I was a little skeptical about it because like
Me too.
My wife, she loves watching movies. So like when she was like, oh, let's watch Carry On. I'm like, oh my God. All right, fine. So we watched it. I was in there like locked in. She over here like,
I was like,
I'm like, bro, you see what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, bro, but that movie it's top tier. You gotta give it a try.
check it out.
Okay.
10 out of 10.
I can't watch Squid Game. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They took too long to release the second season, so I'm not even invested into the storyline
I think
anymore.
the third season's coming out. I think the end of this month.
Swear. Dang.
I think, but I know it's coming out this year.
Dang. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's not that deep to me. But the ones that I'm watching right now, Spy Family, I already said that. I know they came out with the second season of Solo Leveling. They only came out with the first episode. Solo Leveling is hard. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out now. And then I've been spinning back on Demon Slayer a couple times, even though I've already finished it. It's just that
It's lit.
I just like it, man. I'm excited for the new movies that are going to be coming out for Demon Slayer too, because this is going to be like their final one. I think they're releasing 3 movies for it. And Dantadan's been hard too. I love Dantadan. Dantadan is funny.
Okay.
That's a really good anime. So, but other than that, I know we've been talking about anime for a long time. We've been talking about the TikTok ban and everything, and I know the TikTok ban is in effect. Switch to Lemon 8 if you want to go ahead and do that. If you don't want to do that, we still got Instagram Reel, YouTube Shorts, all of that stuff. Sugar and spice, everything nice. You already know the deal. But we're going to go and switch topics a little bit. You already know the deal. This is for code Dubadano at W Hydration and Energy. Go check it out. You know the deal. 150 milligrams of caffeine in this tub right here. And you need some hydration. Go ahead and get yourself some hydration. If your piss ain't clear, then don't come near. Words from a wise man named Chicken Wing Soldier Julian. So go ahead and use code Dubadano at that for 10% off of your purchase when you use my code. So you can go get yourself some hydration and energy. Caffeine, everyday energy, no tingle. You know the deal. And on to the rest of the video. Let's talk about Travis Hunter and his fiance having problems. Let's talk about that for a bit. I don't know if you guys heard some of the stuff that's been happening in the media with him and his fiance. I know it's tough, right? And I know a lot of people are like, oh, don't speak on that. But everybody and the grandma speaking about
Literally, bro.
that, to the point that Travis Hunter had to delete his social media because he was getting irritated by it. You know?
I mean, he knew it was coming. He knew it came in all this spotlight, and the fact he should have kind of prepared her for it. But at the same time, you got to understand, like, who are you keeping in your circle that's telling you that this is okay? You got a bunch of yes men. You know what I mean? You got to look at it like that. Like, you got a bunch of yes men, because if you need to take a step back as a man and be like, hold on. I'm not going to listen to whatever anybody else is saying. I got to look at the situation as a whole and see how this is going to either benefit me or take away from me. And that whole situation right there with him and his fiance, no issues with him, you know what I mean? But it's one of the things, like, you got to be prepared for what's to come. Everybody has a past, you know what I mean? So you letting it loose and it's out there now, it is what it is, bro. Don't try to run away from it now. You gotta own up to it.
Yeah, man. To be honest with you, with it going on right now, there's a lot of things that have been happening. I don't know if you've seen that some people have been posting on social media of her dancing on another dude at a Halloween party, and she's dressed provocatively.
That's crazy.
And then she also put out there that Travis Hunter would drop her off at those parties, and he would wait outside the whole time until she was done partying. So she's twerking on another dude while he's sitting in the car outside. And then there's also been another video of her cooking for this one man. They've been in a 5-year relationship. This was 3 years ago, right? And she's cooking for another man in his apartment. And then you could tell it was her because she tried to cover her face. She had all the same tattoos that she has. And then on top of that, they discovered that she had an existing OnlyFans page as well. If you see on her ring finger, there's a money sign tattoo. That might just be a coincidence. But then again, she is with Travis Hunter. He's projected to be maybe the top 3 pick in the NFL draft as well. So he's the Heisman Trophy winner as well. Right. We need to talk about that. Yeah. So with her doing all of this, she also said that she didn't, that Travis Hunter was not her type at first. That's
crazy.
Until they started talking. And then all of a sudden, now.
Until he became a star.
Mm-hmm. And then you could tell during the Heisman Trophy award ceremony as well, you could see her still sitting down when everybody stood up to clap for him. Yeah. She was still sitting down, and then Deion Sanders had to tap her to get up.
Not just
and then
that,
she finally got up.
Did he bake her first?
Huh?
Did he thank her first?
Yeah, she was sitting down the whole time, and you could see in the video when Deion Sanders tapped her on the shoulder and says, "Get up," and then she finally got up and hugged him and all smiling and happy and woo-hoo, type of stuff. So with this whole situation, it's a whole lot of red flags that he needs to look at, because it's scary. Because if you obviously you're going to be on a rookie contract, right?
Yeah.
But if he's playing that good, Heisman Trophy winner.
Bonuses, bro.
There could be bonuses. You can get a bigger money contract, especially when you get up
first
there.
Round picks, bro, they get like a nice signing bonus. I think Caleb Williams, just being the first pick, he got an extra $25 million just signing bonus, bro.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like she might know what she's doing. She might be playing the game right.
She thinks she knows what she's doing, but it's a game that's been played by many other people. So it's like you are not running.
It's gonna come to light.
It's out there, bro. Like,
bro.
Especially now because like that same game that she's trying to run or thinks she's running has been played in many different areas of the game, right? And the crazy part about it is that now that social media is so heavy, now everybody's opinion is out there. You can't shy away from it. Like back in like the Deion Sanders era, you know what I mean? You like, okay, you could hear it through the press maybe about somebody talking about your girl or whatever, but now it's like, bro, you are in a new era. This is out there. Everything that you've done since like the day you were born is out there. Like
they making memes out of it now
like,
too.
Let it go.
They're making edits about it.
Let it go.
Saying that he's
also
a
heard,
cuck
though,
and all of that.
Like there was a topic they weren't even talking about it, but I think she just randomly said, if I get a prenup, I'm breaking up with him or something, or I will not get a prenup.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, she's dismissed personally.
Heck no, but if
Let's
I knew
go.
I was going to the NFL,
Let her go.
if I knew if I was going to be in the NFL making money, I would for sure get a prenup.
Oh yeah, she got to go. I ain't gonna lie, she's doing too much.
Yeah.
She's not even that good looking personally. Like she all right, but you ain't no big money type. All right, like you look like somebody that somebody would have been lusted over for in high school. That's about it though. Let's cool accommodate down. It's not that necessary for somebody to be doing all of that. I know that there was. I think the first signs is when people saw that Travis Hunter was celebrating with some of the cheerleaders during a play after a game. During the game, I think he picked off a ball or scored a touchdown. He celebrated with the cheerleaders. It was a game against OSU, and I guess she got mad. They ended up blowing out OSU 52-0 in that game, and she got mad and pushed him away. And the press also saw it, so that's when that red flag started showing. People started investigating it more. I ain't gonna lie. I say you just go ahead and leave her. Like, I know it's been a 5-year relationship, and I don't know what's happening on their personal life and what's happening in the relationship, but is things really that good where you're able to stay together? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
If it's not that good, I think you guys should just go ahead and cut it off.
Let it go. Let it go.
At the
man.
end of the day, that's between them and God.
I mean, God, simple as that,
You gotta
man.
have the right people in your circle. Like I said, bro, you gotta get rid of them yes man, because like if you got the right people in your circle, they'll tell you like it is. And if you can't take that type of criticism and you let them go or cut them off because you were so blind to the fact that you're wrong, that's on you, G.
Yeah, man, it's scary. It's scary for him. That's why I'm like, dang, bro. I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, especially since he's gonna be in the NFL. He's still young. He seems like a very kind man as well, especially because they said that he doesn't go to parties, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do all of that. He kind of just stays at home, plays games, has straight A's. He just be doing his own thing.
Yeah, wish you the best for this man. But it's all good. Since we're on the topic of Travis Hunter in college, let's go on to the college football playoffs.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's
So,
talk about it.
Last podcast we talked about it. All of our predictions were off the gate. Dude,
I ain't gonna lie.
said Oregon and Boise, first game, out.
Oregon got
Oregon
cooked
got
by Ohio State.
smashed, bro.
Oregon just got exposed. That's all.
Bro, like, how do you go undefeated season the whole year?
Well, it wasn't like they was like over there dominating every team they was playing.
True.
So
Because they did beat Ohio State
barely
in the regular season. Yeah, barely.
So
So
once they figured out and they fixed those little mistakes that they needed to, it was over.
Yeah.
Ohio State was crazy.
So as of today, we have Texas and Ohio State, and then Penn State, Notre Dame, final two for the college football play.
Who we calling?
See, me, I would say Ohio and Penn State, bro.
Ohio and Penn State.
College football players, bro.
College football
And I think
championship.
I think Ohio's gonna take it.
So national championship, you're calling
Ohio.
Ohio and Penn State, and you saying Ohio State is going to take it.
Yep.
Who you calling?
I say Ohio and Notre Dame. The reason I say that is because Notre Dame got some weapons.
Oh yeah.
Notre Dame got some weapons. Ohio State got some weapons. I don't think Texas is going to get past Ohio
Oh,
State.
yeah,
That's
No.
That's the end all be all. I don't think they're going to do that because they play Arizona State, barely slid by that one. So I definitely think it's going to be Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame got weapons, bro. They got out the gate. They straight fire.
Hey, you think they win it at all?
Yeah, definitely.
I really thought Arizona State was going to take the win, bro.
I
I was
think
really
so, bro.
hoping, bro. Cam Scatterboo, crazy.
Oh yeah,
running
he's
back.
nasty. He'll be like a projected probably third or fourth round.
Most definitely.
He's a running back, right?
What?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but his height and stature is the only thing that's going to play against him. That's why I think he's going to either be like a third, fourth, maybe even a fifth round pick. But he'll get drafted.
Oh, he's a hard runner, bro. Running
Yeah.
people over, breaking like 4 or 5 tackles. He even threw a freaking touchdown to one of the receivers
I saw he broke,
when it
like-
was 4th down.
Yeah, I seen that.
I think it
That
was
was crazy.
that not the SEC championship, but it was for like the bowl game.
Yeah.
He had like 10 broken tackles. And
Oh
like,
yeah, bro's nice.
bro.
Bro cannot be stopped, bro.
I would say that, bro. This draft is probably the best in like this generation.
And then Cam Scatterboo could run routes too. That
Oh,
man
yeah.
ran a go route and caught it. I think he had 99 yards that one game against Texas, receiving wise. I think he had 3 touchdowns, 120 yards.
He was
And
looking like you back when you used to play for the when you used to play for the Horned Frogs.
What?
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, all right, little story time. So, look, Pete, I used to work for TYA back in the day, and that's when I first seen dude was when he played for the Horned Frogs, and that was when they had like 2 was it varsity or was it it's a senior league or whatever, and he was on that team. He was over there walking about. I was like, who is this? And I remember it because he ended up going to Slayer Union right after, and I'm like, that's crazy, bro, because he was a stud. This kid, boy. He was the truth before the truth was the truth. You know what I mean?
Look at him smirking. Look at him smirking.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was running people over.
Bro, what? That's what I was saying. It was rude. Dude was a stud, and I was like, bro, I was like, this is like a memorable kid. Like you gonna remember this kid, like, but and then he came to Slayer Union, and then he started playing fullback, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, oh man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I loved playing. Okay, look, hear me out. So I didn't really like playing offense, right? I loved playing defense because
Yeah.
I loved to hit people,
Yeah,
right?
too.
But when I started playing offense and I was running the ball, people was always hitting me. But
Yeah.
when they hit me, I wasn't going down. So it was like I would break out of one tackle. Here come another person. Bite out, hit one person. And then here come another. And then they finally take me down.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like I didn't like getting hit all the time, but I loved running the people over.
Yeah.
But defense, I loved hitting people
Oh, yeah.
because it was like, I don't want you to run me over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Bro was running downhill every single play, and I'm like, this is crazy, bro. Like, imagine he would have came up to varsity on his freshman year. Like, he would have been stuck. Like, bro, you didn't come to varsity till what? Your junior year, right? Or sophomore year?
so I got pulled up for playoffs freshman year.
Yeah.
Right? And then that's when they were like, oh, we can't keep you up here because you're an interdistrict transfer because I was supposed to go over there to MO.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year, that's when I played varsity. And that's when I was like still the fullback, but Cashmere was still there too.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like
Oh, yeah.
I would go in, plays for him, and then
Yeah.
me and him would like swap here and there.
Oh, you play for Casimir Allen?
So you graduated 19, right? I'm trying to think.
No, I graduated in 2020.
2020. Okay, that's why. Okay, yeah. I was about to say, I was like, we didn't play together, did we? Yeah. We were 1 year apart. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
And then after that, that's when junior year. That's when I was starting as running back, and then
Yeah.
I was like always running the ball.
Yeah,
type stuff.
I remember I was overseas or whatever. I was doing my thing, and I would check on Slayer, and this dude is just doing his thing, and I'm like, bro, what?
Honestly, it was fun,
I was
bro.
like, Donovan's running the ball again. Like what? You
See,
know what I mean?
The only reason why they caught me at offense, bro, was because I would go to these like morning route running things.
Yeah, those they were mandatory. I remember that.
See, and I didn't
Mandatory.
play offense. I got
Never.
pulled up for defense because I was playing linebacker on JV. And then once I got pulled up, they were like, oh, they're probably going to start this person at linebacker, but we're going to keep you at offense because you know how to run routes.
That's all it was.
And after that, I was stuck on offense the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
Sophomore, junior year, and then senior year, they finally said, I can go play defense because during playoffs, some of our defensive linemen got injured my junior year. And then I ended up subbing in for them and then going to offense as well. And then after that, they're like, I think we'll let you play defense your senior year. And after that, I was like, yes.
After. And it's crazy because that was Coach B's like just his scheme. He'd tell everybody that was a skill player to go run routes, bro. And I'm already knowing it'd be like 5 a.m. You got to go to the gym.
Bro.
You got to go to the gym. And it's before football season. You got to go to the gym in your little running shoes. And you got to do routes
before school started too.
Man, dog, it was fun. I ain't gonna hold you. I look forward to it, but it was just like crazy. I'm like, dude, this is I couldn't do it.
I'm like, not where I went. I ain't gonna eat it.
Where'd you go?
MO.
Okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 5 a.m., bro.
5 a.m.
Mandatory, and you still in school?
Well, I mean, you can't really question it, man. Man's had a winning mentality. He was the
You did win
he the
two-
Belichick.
you
He
did
the
win two
Belichick of the.
Yeah, I won 2 Valley championships.
He the Belichick of the Valley. You feel me? He produces champions. He produces athletes. He produces NFL stars.
He really do. I ain't
You know what I
gonna
mean? Speaking of Belichick, you know what I mean? Like he's that guy.
That's what I'm
Belichick.
saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of Belichick,
Let's talk about Belichick real quick because he is now the coach of North Carolina. This is the code Dubadano for Okazi. It's anime wrist wraps, anime pump covers, anime shorts. If you like anime just like me and you want to work out and be buff like your favorite anime character, go check out Okazi. You can get 15 if you want percentage off when you use code Dubadano at Okazi. Go ahead and check it out. You already know the deal. And on to the rest of the video. Right? That's crazy to me personally. Because I thought he was done. I thought he was just going to chill, relax, have fun.
I
Because
think he's
he
going to
got
stay next to his girlfriend on campus. You know what I mean?
he might be
Yes.
scouting his next girlfriend.
Yeah, I
Who
mean,
knows?
getting the next scope for the next girl.
his
you know what I mean?
girlfriend like in her 20s, and he's like
Yeah.
in his 70s.
70s.
All right, bro.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Hey, free game, I guess, but bro's tweaking. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy work to have a girlfriend in her 20s and you in your 70s.
Like that's your granddaughter. Like what are we
Bro,
doing?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Right.
That's crazy. See, I don't even care about the coaching thing because, like, we already know North Carolina might do something good, you know.
I think they will.
Yeah.
But do we really think they're gonna go to playoffs? No. I think they might do like a Colorado record.
No, I think they'll make it to playoffs.
82.
Playoffs?
Nah.
I think his scouting techniques, man. He's just I think he's just doing a backwards Nick Saban, pretty much.
Yeah.
'Cause you know how Nick Saban started out in the NFL, then he went on to college to be the greatest college football coach ever. Now he was one of the greatest NFL coaches ever. Now he's going back to college. Hopefully he follows in that same pathway because,
I mean, he a dog. for
or
coaching,
he
man.
might be, the opposite. He might be better in the NFL than he was in college because
Okay.
that's exactly how it was for Saban.
Like, bro, coach Tom Brady, Gronkowski, Edelman.
See, I don't know, bro. I think they might go to a bowl game, but I don't know about playoffs because they weren't even ranked this year,
well,
right?
technically, every college team gets a bowl game, but like, yeah.
Well, you have to win I think it's at least 6 games to be able to make it to a bowl game, right?
Yeah.
I could see them making it to a bowl game, probably get a 9-3 record like Colorado did, right? Which is still a good record,
Yeah.
and still being ranked as well. But I don't know about college football playoffs because think about it, Miami, they didn't even make it to playoffs, and they had a crazy good year,
Yeah.
right?
Alabama didn't make it. What?
they were 9-3 record, and they lost their bowl game against Michigan too. So it's like you never know what happens,
Yeah, exactly.
Things could just pop off one day, and then the next day everything goes downhill.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Alabama's wide receiver, their 17-year-old wide receiver, he was cooking everybody
Bro,
every
you know
single
what's
game.
crazy? I heard he wanted to declare for the draft, but the NCAA didn't allow it because
You can't, yeah.
you have to play 2 years of eligibility.
Nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Don't declare for the draft.
That's
yet.
true.
That's a waste of time.
You 17, like that would have been you would have been probably one of the youngest people up in the NFL draft for sure, because you 17 years old. But
think about it. You're playing with grown adults. You gotta get in that mindset. I don't know if you guys watched Debo Samuel's podcast. Literally, I watched it last night with Ricky Pearsall. He talked about, I mean, that's cool, but like at the same time, you gotta have a pro mentality. Like you're playing with big dogs. This ain't high school. This ain't.
yeah,
is, bro.
college is a different level from NFL.
And that's good to
Unless
see,
he's playing in
bro.
the SEC like he is playing. Because like anybody will tell you, the SEC is the closest thing you're ever going to get to the NFL. like player wise. You got a bunch of
Bro, he's balling like this as a freshman, bro. Imagine sophomore, junior, senior.
That's what I'm saying. He might declare after his sophomore year. I mean,
And
prime
I
example.
feel like that would be fine too.
Yeah, you have a lot. You have a lot of kids that declare for the draft after their sophomore year. Like Sam Darnold when he played for SC, he declared for the draft right after his sophomore year.
I think the youngest was 20 years old.
20?
I think I know a lot of 20-year-olds that got drafted at 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, bro. We'll see what happens though. We'll see what happens with Ryan Williams. That's what his name is. Yeah, Ryan Williams. And him declaring for the draft next year. Also Arch Manning. I don't think he's gonna declare after next season. I think
he's gonna take 2 more years. He's gonna do his full 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna do his full 4. I think he's gonna do his full 4 just for the fact that he comes from that developmental family. He knows the ins and outs of the NFL and the game as a whole. So I think he's just gonna take those 2 years to develop. Right, he's taking these 2 years to work under somebody else. Right, he knows his time is coming. He knows next year most likely will be his time to shine. So he gets next year and possibly his senior year, and then he goes to the league.
Not just that, he has 2 great talents to talk to.
Yeah, he's not in a rush.
Yeah, I think that's the smartest thing to do, to be honest.
Yeah, and especially if Quinn Edwards doesn't declare for the draft,
that would be crazy.
Yeah, I would definitely transfer.
I ain't gonna lie, he has to.
I
think he should, personally.
Oh, yeah.
Declare?
Yeah, declare for the draft.
Because he's not going to have a better year than this year.
I mean, there's already so many quarterbacks declared.
True, but it's like not as big as
I'm not saying they're
like
not going to get drafted.
Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, but like Quinn
It's
Ewers,
not a quarterback year. It's not a quarterback year.
I feel like it's more of a
It's like
defense.
It's like an athletic
back.
year. It's like running back, wide receiver,
everything.
You know what I mean? 7-on-7 type players.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just
we'll see.
We'll see with that. But I do want to ask about my bad, brother. But I do want to ask about this because we talking about the NFL draft, we talking about college football, we talking about all of it. What teams do you think these prospects are going to be on?
All right,
like, let's talk about Ashton Genty.
Okay.
What team do you think he should do best on? You know what I'm saying?
I feel bad for him, but I really think the Cowboys will need him.
Yeah, I agree with that. The Cowboys, they got that solid, sturdy O-line.
I did hear Chargers, too. Chargers are like the 6th pick in the draft.
I don't think they're going to pick him up, though.
I don't think they should pick him up.
They got so many. They got Gus Edwards. They got J.K. Dobbins. They're probably going to re-sign J.K. Dobbins.
That's true.
So they got depth.
He was a dog this year, bro.
Yeah, they got depth. They don't need running backs.
Had him in fantasy, bro.
They don't need running backs. If anything, I think the Chargers are going to draft a receiver. They need a receiver.
Oh yeah,
so they're not going to draft no running back.
Travis Hunter though, Titans.
Nah, I don't think he's going to be.
I'm thinking Jags.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be.
See, here's the thing though. You really think whoever has the number 1 pick is going to pass on a player like Travis Hunter?
True, but they need more of a quarterback than anything.
That's
Titans,
true.
Titans quarterbacks.
You know who I think
Mason
needs to trade
Rudolph
up for a higher pick?
You serious?
Yeah. You know who should trade up for them? Raiders. They need a quarterback.
They're not going to trade up for him though. They have nothing to trade. What, you gonna give up?
They got the 5th.
You gonna give up Max Crosby? No, they're not gonna do that.
I think they just need new coaching.
They just
The
fired.
Raiders?
They just fired Antonio Pierce.
I don't think they should have fired Antonio Pierce. That's like me throwing you into a doo-doo situation and expecting you to come out looking like gold.
Look at the Patriots. They just did that to him.
That's what I'm saying. They did Jeremiah crazy. Like,
Crazy.
come on. Like, you can't throw these coaches into scenarios like that and expect them to turn a whole program around like that. I understand, right? He's bringing that winning culture back into the Raiders. He did. But he didn't show it because he didn't have anything to work with. You got Gardner Minshew, a quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
Bro,
like, come on, dog.
Who is he?
And then they lose Devontae Adams. He was sitting out because he didn't want to play. He wasn't hurt. He didn't want to play.
Yeah.
As simple as that. So it was like when you get thrown into a doo-doo situation, come on. You're not going to come out with diamonds.
Yeah. Okay,
I
I can
for
see
sure.
that.
Yeah, so they should have gave him at least like maybe a year
Another
or two
year.
more. They fired him like that.
For sure, though, they're going to either have Shador or Cap Ward.
Raiders?
Yeah.
I think Shador might. Cam Ward might go to the Titans.
Yeah.
But then Giants need a quarterback too.
I think the owner of the Raiders is very keen on what Shador has to bring to the table, and I think he's gonna try to fight for him.
That would be smart to do. I could see him on the Raiders. Or I was also talking about the Giants as well. Shador Sanders.
I heard it. Y'all saw he had like Giants cleats already?
Yeah, Giants gave him some cleats for his bowl game. So
that's all it is.
You never know. You never know what happens. And then also Titans fans were wearing the bags over their head with Shador Sanders' picture on the bag as well. So it's like,
seriously, like,
They do that
you
every
think Titans
year.
will trade away that everyone pick?
no.
No.
Nah.
Titans need
See, if
somebody.
that was me, I would low-key just draft Travis Hunter because I know he a dog. But yeah, they really need a quarterback. Because Will Levis, Mason Rudolph, I think,
Yeah.
ain't it.
Those ain't it. I ain't gonna lie. Will Levis, I want to root for him, but then again, it's like you've had. It's been too bad for
Y'all
you.
saw how about draft day?
That boy, man.
Bro, I felt bad. He really thought he was gonna be like up there, and they would always cut to him. He'd be all bad with his girl, with his wife.
Yeah,
And
bro.
Yeah, bro.
But we'll see. But let's talk about it, man. I know you had to say something before I interrupted. That's my fault.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead.
bro. So since we're still on the sports topic, let's talk about NFL playoffs are starting Saturday. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
I know
the
my
Niners-
team is losing.
Unfortunately, the Niners didn't make it. It's all good. We gonna bounce back next year, but it's all good, bro. Like the playoffs are gonna look good this year. So starting off the bat, we have a good one: Rams versus Vikings.
We're
bro.
losing.
I got Vikings.
You got the Rams?
I got Vikings.
I'm a Rams fan, right?
That's crazy.
We losing.
Yeah, no. I look at it like this, right? The Vikings, they've had years where they've been stellar in the regular season, and then they go to the postseason and then they lose, right? The last time they went to the postseason,
Lost to the
and then
Giants.
they lost to the Giants, right? That messed up everybody's playoff seeding.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna put all the money on Sam Darnold putting it in the basket, right? There's multiple plays where they could have scored against the Lions and he overthrew the ball.
That's true fact.
So
That game could have been better.
Don't throw that game away. I'm just saying the Rams, when it comes to playoffs, they can do their
yeah.
thing. They can do their thing. They got weapons. As long as everybody's healthy, they be straight.
Yeah, and then we'll kind of speed around to it so we ain't waste too much time.
Yeah.
What about Tampa Bay versus Washington? I got Washington.
I got Tampa.
Tampa.
I got
Yeah,
Tampa.
the Bucks might win it, man. The Bucks, they be fighting.
Either or. I'm a huge Eagles fan.
I was about to say.
either or. I can't wait to see either or.
Philly or Green Bay?
Right? Because Philly or Green, there's no
Philly.
doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. As long as
Look at
Jalen,
Saquon Barkley.
as long as Jalen Hurts comes back, bro, it's a no doubter.
Saquon Barkley's different.
And then
I don't
AFCs, bro, I feel like it's kind of easy to predict. Like Bills and Broncos, Bills.
know. Bills.
Steelers and Ravens, Ravens.
I don't know about that one.
You think Steelers had a chance, bro?
Bro. Steelers?
They nice, but
They're a sleeper, bro. They're a sleeper.
I know they sleep.
Don't sleep on those Steelers.
That whole division is just nasty.
Just
Man. They
weird.
got 3 teams in the playoffs, so it's
Yeah.
like
I want to call Ravens. I'm going to call Ravens.
And then Chargers or Texans.
I want Chargers to win. I ain't going to lie to you. Texans
yeah, I
is
think
good,
the Chargers are gonna do it.
but it's
I think
whatever.
CJ Stroud ain't got it in him no more, bro. He I don't know, man.
Yeah, after they only scored 2 points against the Ravens on Christmas Day, I was like,
That's crazy, bro.
2
I don't
points
know.
is insane.
Hey, shout out to Texas because I needed them to do bad.
and they did their job.
Doing that will be the championship.
Dude,
bro,
I need
yeah,
to
I'm
talk
thinking
about fantasy now.
Chargers.
But just look at the bracket. Straight off the bat, who do these go to the Super Bowl? Me personally, I'm gonna say Bills and Detroit, and I'm gonna think Detroit's gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm calling Lions and Bills.
Anyone but the Chiefs.
And if not Lions and
I'm
Bills, I'm
gonna
calling
say-
Lions and Ravens.
I'm gonna say either the Bills or the Ravens, right? Because I don't think the Chiefs are going to
Oh, no.
prevail as much as they think they are. Yeah, they had a great record, but you got to look at
It shouldn't have been
how many
that
games
good.
they won and how many points they won by. So I think
6
it's
or
either,
7 games.
Oh yeah, so I think it's gonna be either the Bills, right, or the Ravens. But the only thing with that is if the Bills and the Chiefs meet in the conference finals, they're gonna have to play in Arrowhead, right?
Yeah.
And every time he goes to
Arrowhead.
bro, they can't finish. They just
Bro.
can't. So I definitely think it's either gonna be if the Chiefs get knocked out, then it's the Ravens versus the Bills, right? And then it's either or. And then top
Yeah.
tier is either the Eagles or the Lions.
I look, you want to see Detroit win it though. They haven't won a Super Bowl since
They haven't-
the 50s, or they.
I don't think they've never won one.
Oh yeah.
They've never won.
Yeah,
that organization's never won.
Yeah, it's time for the Lions to win. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been wanting the Lions to win. I wanted them to win last year. I don't know how they lost to the 49ers. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a
Oh,
crazy
sleep
game.
I'll
on
tell
us.
you why. It's because they wanted to.
Go for it.
Yeah, Dan Campbell, bro. Like they have
Hey, he
multiple
could-
times.
he could coach, bro.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad coach, but I'm just saying he had that Madden mindset. Because I know when I play Madden against my friends,
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. Fourth and 20,
4th and
do it.
30. Something
Like what? So that's what I'm saying. Like if he would have just been humble and just did what he had to do, they would have won that game easily.
Bro,
I'm sorry.
You know how
they would've won
nervous I was at halftime?
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, there's no way.
There's up.
Because at the time, Niners were like, dude, I was like, bro, there's no way. And then when we came back, but it is what it is. So let us know who y'all think's going to the Super Bowl.
See, last year I didn't care who won. I just didn't want the Chiefs to win. And then they still ended up winning.
With the
I didn't want the Niners to win. Oh, my Lord.
Like, you was fine with the Chiefs winning?
You rather have the Chiefs? Oh, hell no.
That one Super Bowl, I was just like, it is what it is. I'm not going to say Patrick Mahomes is the end-all, be-all. No, he's not.
I respect Mahomes. I just don't like the Chiefs, bro.
I was tired of seeing Taylor Swift.
Bro.
Every time they threw the ball to Travis Kelce.
Taylor Swift was OD with it.
I was like, God, bro.
Like, I ain't trying to hate, but like, bro, like, we're here to watch football.
I am.
Yeah.
I am here to hate. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't no way that Taylor Swift is not in the NFL.
You know what? I was just trying to get canceled. Yeah. Let's go.
Cancel. You gonna cancel me because I have an opinion?
No, you know how these
That's what
Swifties
it's all
be?
about.
You know how these Swifties have been?
That's what it is.
Yeah, they do be.
It's all good, but like I said, let us know who's going to the Super Bowl.
Put it in the comments. You already know the deal. But let's go ahead and talk about the next thing. We got American rapper arrested for being naked. So
that's what happens when you got too much money and too much time on your hands, man.
Bro, like, how do you have all this money that you do some crazy stuff like that?
Man,
but then again,
I think it's more so a thing just to stay relevant. You know what I mean? Like, he's not the American rapper. You know what I mean? Like, what? Pump it up? Like, come on, dog. Like,
Mr. Pump It Up himself,
yeah,
Joe
like,
Budden.
Nobody care about that. Like,
Exactly.
it's one of those things that he had too much time on his hands. He probably got a little drunk, a little whatever.
oh yeah, I want to know the
intoxicated.
situation, bro. Like, why was he
just probably went crazy?
I'll give you the situation. I got you. So Joe Budden was arrested for attempting to get inside neighbor's apartment butt naked on December 4th, 2024. It went viral on X on Sunday, December 29th, 2024. The neighbors saw Budden in the doorbell camera outside the apartment trying to type in a passcode to the house multiple times until eventually returning to his own place across the hall. There has been rumors that he was sleepwalking while doing this.
Sure.
So it was either he was drunk or he was sleepwalking. It was one of the two.
Intoxicated for sure. He just wasn't in his right
I'm
mind.
like, who's gonna believe that I was sleepwalking?
Yeah, I'm sleepwalking,
outside.
punching in the code. Come on, dog. Let's
To
be
the
realistic
neighbor's
about
house.
it.
And they had a ring doorbell, I'm assuming.
Dang, like, yeah, but like first off, you butt naked, like walking across the hall.
Bro, that's
like,
crazy.
Hey, yeah, just walking around butt naked.
See,
That's crazy.
See, like, if you was sleepwalking in the house, I understand that, but there's no way you get out of your bed. I'm assuming he lives in a big house.
I think
You don't. You walk
condo or something
upstairs.
like that.
You open your front door. You walk to your neighbor's house. What jury's gonna believe that?
You can't be that doggone drunk to be walking
Yeah,
around butt
it's-
naked like that. That's crazy.
It
I ain't
never
gonna lie to
that
you.
deep,
Bro.
See?
Never that deep.
Bro, just trying for attention. Like, what's up?
See, the question that I had for that was, do you think that gives people that hate Joe Budden fuel to be able to come at him?
Nah, I think it's more so like it's a Joe Budden thing to do. You know what I mean? It's a Joe Budden thing to do. It's a Joe Budden thing to do. Like, he is at that moment, he's probably losing relevancy, bro. Like, he's one of those love and hip hop type people now.
Oh,
you
yeah,
gotta
that's
do
true.
something like Ray J or whatever to stay relevant. And that's just the way it is, you know what I mean? Like, it's never gonna
Did
stop.
he get charges for this?
I think he did, but I want to
probably
say that
be
it
right.
is low key kind of dumb for people to do stuff like that just to stay relevant.
Just to stay relevant.
I don't think it's that deep.
I'll make another song, like, bro.
I don't think it's that deep to be doing all of that.
It's when you got all that money in that time, bro.
That
when you start,
mindset. Yeah.
oh man, hold on now. I gotta have something to talk about on my podcast. Let me go walk around butt ass naked like that.
The hell
You feel me?
wrong with you, bro?
See, I do get into conspiracy theories on this channel as well. We like to talk about that sometimes. So, have you ever heard of the humiliation ritual?
All right.
So go ahead and check out Code Dubadano at Habits365 if you want to go ahead and get yourself 15% off. They got great clothing. You already know the deal. Go ahead and check it out. 15% off. Code Dubadano at that. They got great clothing. Got t-shirts. They got hoodies. They got varsity jackets. They got pants. They got beanies. They got sunglasses. They got everything just for you. If you want to look good this summer, go ahead and check it out. Code Dubadano at that. 15% off. Now on to the rest of the video.
Oh yeah, I have.
I have not.
Do you think that you never heard of the humiliation ritual? It's kind of like you have to do some things that are kind of like
Out of pocket.
out of pocket, out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
And post it to social media to the public so people see it and they're like, what the heck? And then you end up getting this fame, fortune, and all of that stuff, you know? And you get promoted more. Like if you look at Lil Uzi Vert, he dressed like a girl randomly. Like that was like,
I think that's just him. I don't think that's no humiliation.
I low key think it was because it was like you weren't doing all that at first, and then you did that out of nowhere, and then
What
you got
if-
all the piercings on the face.
What if he was always like that, but he just didn't have the money or the time for it? And then now that he got all that money and that fame for it, he can finally live his final truth.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know.
think
That's
he
why-
wasn't like that. The big old stone in the forehead, that was doing too much.
Oh,
You
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
had-
no,
was
most
crazy.
definitely.
You
He watches
put it
a lot
out.
of anime. He's deeply invested. Like he's one of those weebos. Like he's one of those people. Like, oh, I'm anime. You know what I mean? I'm a little girl. Like no, like that's his
I can do
mindset.
this.
But the satanic stuff too.
Oh yeah, that's
like,
that Playboy Cardi stuff too. Like I don't think that it's a humiliation ritual, so to say. I think it's more so like these rappers or artists or whatever idols, fake idols, they are starting to see how strong their influence is, and they want to be like, oh, let's get these kids to think that, you know what I mean, worshiping the devil is like the right thing to do, and it's not. It's weird.
I just
See,
That's
that's the only reason why I think it's
Yeah.
a humiliation ritual, because now they're pushing that agenda because they did that humiliation. You know, once they did that humiliation, people now got their eyes on them like,
Yeah.
oh, what the heck? And then they start promoting that agenda to the younger audience. Now
Yeah.
they're like, oh, let's do this too. Let me go
Right.
ahead and get
Nah,
this, you know?
see, keep that out there.
See, that's why I'm like,
that's just that, bro. Why is it
That's scary.
always? Notice how it's always rappers.
Yeah.
It's never an actor. It's never
No, there was an actor.
Oh, okay,
There
okay.
was a
Actors
couple
do it.
Okay, like you get what I'm coming from though.
Yeah.
It's always a rapper or a music artist getting something.
Yeah,
See,
because
it's kinda weird.
they tried to claim that John Cena, was it 2 years ago, about a year ago, they tried
Doing
to
the
claim that
humiliation
John
ritual?
Cena was doing the humiliation ritual too when he had to go on stage butt naked.
Oh, at the
But-
Oscars.
I think that's just John Cena being
That's
John
just
Cena,
John
man.
Cena,
Like
Loki.
that's just John Cena being John Cena, man.
Yeah,
And,
just like-
he's an artist. He's an artist. He's an entertainer. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, you know what? This would be funny. Like he ain't got nothing to lose. Like,
Yeah.
you think he needs a ritual
John
for this,
Cena, bro.
He's the most famous person in the world.
that is true.
For the
I
past
ain't gonna
20
lie.
years.
See,
Like,
but
what?
you got to think about it like this too. It is always a rapper because they promote to the young audience. A lot of people always listen to rap
And
music.
influenced by these rappers.
And then also, who was in charge of the music in heaven? Satan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you can influence the music, that influences the person.
Mm-hmm.
So you could rap about crazy stuff, and they won't even hear it because they listening to the beat. But they don't know that they're pushing all of this like murder, drink it up, do these drugs, all of that stuff into their head, and now they're feeling some type of way, and they're like, "Oh, I low key want to do this. I low key want to do that." You know.
Yeah.
So like that's what music is all about. They promote that stuff because that's what Satan was in charge of, was the music in heaven. And then he got kicked out. And look at what's happening now. Even rock stars have done that before too. And what do these big artists do? They like to call themselves rock stars. Lil Uzi Vert calls himself a rock star. Playboy Cardi puts that rock star agenda on. You know, it's a lot of stuff when it comes to it. It's a lot of things that pop up that people don't notice because they're so in too deep with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it is scary. I ain't gonna lie. But when it comes to Joe Budden, let's spin back on him. I don't think he was sleepwalking for sure. Like he
Hell no.
had to do something with the freaking alcohol. He had to be drunk or something with it.
It is.
And was he by himself, bro? Like,
Had
I'm
to
saying,
be.
bro. Like, there's no way someone can be in that same house and just be like, "What are you doing?" No, you ain't finna do all that.
No.
Like, was he thinking that he was getting into his house? He just left his house to go to somebody else's house and then went back into his house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bro.
Nah, we
You knew what you were doing.
Heck no. Hold on. Let's say they were at the house.
Oh yeah, they saw him.
Oh, they were in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah, they're in the house. They
I was
saw him on
about
the
to
Ring
say,
doorbell
what would
camera.
y'all, I was like, what would y'all do? Y'all saw that at your front door.
What would I do? Go back to sleep?
Yeah, just go back to sleep.
Nah.
You said,
Go back to sleep. Just let it go.
I ain't doing nothing like that. I'm good.
Unless you're trying to break into my house, like, I ain't
Oh,
got,
yeah.
like, go ahead and stand there, bro. Like, go ahead and freeze.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that's all the topics I have for today. Did you have anything else we wanted to talk about? And then I do got a couple questions for you.
Yeah.
but-
You watch wrestling, bro?
Oh, what?
Do you watch wrestling?
No, man. I ain't watched wrestling in a minute, but it was always that thing that, you know what I mean, me and my dad tried to connect with when I was a kid, bro.
Yeah.
And I kind of grew away from it as I got older. But nah, yeah, John Cena was my favorite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Rock. You got Big Bubba, like what? Big Daddy V. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, dude,
Bro, I wish I was born in that 90s era.
that's the thing.
Dude.
We about to get it back. Like, people don't even know that now that they're not on a censor network ship, they're with Netflix, they can do anything.
Oh, yeah.
They can literally do anything because it's Netflix.
They better not hold back.
Yeah, no. Did you not see the last one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's we go back to get the era back, and generations later are gonna be like, oh man, I wish I had this era.
Yeah,
back.
true.
So it's coming.
I'm excited, bro.
hoping that they do
I
that,
think
though.
wrestling's in the greatest spot since a while,
Oh yeah.
and I'm excited, bro, because I'm going to WrestleMania in Vegas.
Okay.
I'm
there
excited.
you go.
I went last year too, bro. And I'm excited, bro. I'm trying to. I'm like, come on, down, let's
I ain't
go,
going,
bro.
personally.
Ain't going.
Vegas, God, see, that's a lot of money.
Vegas,
I ain't
it
gonna
is.
lie.
It's a lot.
I already went to the one in Hollywood when they had it in Hollywood.
I went to
and that one was
I went
fun.
to Philly for mine at the Eagle Stadium.
Yeah. It's at Lincoln Memorial.
Nah, but bro, I'm excited though.
See,
Tight.
I'm excited for wrestling too. I like where it's going right now.
Yeah, dude.
Only thing is like, how are they gonna do the same thing on Netflix that they're gonna do on SmackDown? Because SmackDown, it's on the USA Network, so there's stuff that they can't do
Oh, wait.
on SmackDown like
Oh,
they
yeah.
can do on Raw.
Oh wait,
yeah.
so it's just Raw on Netflix?
Yeah.
So
it's
it's just
Raw.
only Raw on Netflix, and
But
SmackDown's on the
it'll
USA
eventually be
Network.
everybody.
Yeah,
It's
eventually
just
go to
going
Netflix.
But and then NXT is signed to the CW. So and I think they signed a 5-year or 3-year. It's either a 3-year or 5-year contract. SmackDown moved to USA Network, and I think they got a 3 or 5-year contract. And then Raw's on Netflix, and they usually do 5-year contracts, and to see if you pull in a lot of stuff. And I know Raw got the #1 spot for the streaming
Yeah.
right now too.
Oh, bro,
So
Raw's always been the powerhouse. Like that's where you want to.
So we'll see what happens with that. I'm excited for wrestling for sure, but I do got some questions for you
Yeah,
when it pertains to your job. If you want to tell the audience what you do for your job, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
What kind of hobbies you're into, anything.
Oh man, a little bit about myself. Woo, where do I start? All right, so yeah. I was born here in Tulare, California. I don't know. You let the location know, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. I was born in Tulare, right? Little small town, little dot in California. You feel me? I've been in the military for about going on 8 years, right?
Dang.
Yes, sir.
8 years, man.
Thank you for your service, bro.
Oh man, thank you for the support, bro. It's been real. It's been real. I don't do it for the appreciation, whatever. I kind of did it to separate myself from everybody I grew up with. That was the main thing, because when I was younger, I ain't had nothing, man. I ain't gonna hold you. I grew up with nothing. It was rough, right? You know what I mean? Section 8, doing what I had to do, you feel me? So I knew I wanted something better for not only myself, but my future family. And that's what I did. I set myself up for success. So I left for the military. I've been in the military for 8 years now, man. And it's been a journey, man. I've been all over the world. And it's been a rush, man. But, you know what I mean? When it comes down to it, like, I don't like to make this job my identity like a lot of people do. And that's where you get yourself lost, is if you become like, oh man, like the military is everything, the end all be all. Like I've done this my whole life. This is all I know. Like, nah, I have dreams, aspirations. I'm almost done with my bachelor's in health science. You know what I mean? I'll graduate this year.
Congratulations, man.
Yes, sir. You feel me? I got dreams. I got aspirations, and we just work. Me and my missus are working towards it. You know what I mean? I got 2 beautiful kids. You know what I mean? Light of my life, man. And I'm only 25, bro. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, man, you look older. You've been through some stuff. Like, nah, man, I think I just kind of, like, matured a lot earlier than a lot of people because I've been through so much. So, yeah, no, definitely. But the military definitely set me up for success on that aspect for that.
That's good.
Was
man.
the
That's
military always your like #1 option that you always wanted to do?
Oh, no, man. When I was in high school, I wanted to be a physical therapist, right? That was my main thing. I wanted to be a physical therapist, but I just didn't have the money to pay for college.
Yeah, 100%.
So I ended up joining the military, right? And because it's crazy is they caught me while I was at a job fair talking to a school. I was literally at a booth talking to San Joaquin Valley College about being a physical therapist assistant, and then the Army happened to be right next to it. They're like, "Oh, you want to go to school, son? Come here. Let me teach you, right?" And I was just like, "Man, this sounds great." You know what I mean? They started feeding me this stuff like, "Oh, you can do this, you can do this. Oh, look at that, look at that." And I was just like, "Oh man," you know what I mean? I felt like that dude. And so I ended up taking that path that a lot of people kind of shy away from because, you know, like, oh, the military could never be for me. And I'm like, it's not even for me. You know what I mean? I still take it day by day. It's a job. It's not a career. It's not my lifestyle. It's a job. I look at it like that. You know what I mean? I don't let it consume my life. I don't let it consume my mental, because that's the main thing, bro. As long as you got, you know what I mean, you take care of your chicken and take care of your mental, bro, you be straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, could you give any advice to people that want to join the military?
Yeah.
What advice would you give them?
Oh man, do your research. That's the main thing, because a lot of recruiters, when you go to their office, their main thing is to get you in boots as quick as possible. So do your own research. Find somebody that's been in the military, reach out to them, don't reach out to the people that like had a bad experience, because of course they're gonna be like, oh, I'm salty about it, I hated it, it was the worst thing ever. Like, no. Like any other job, it's gonna be like good and bad days,
Pros and cons,
everything, bro, that you do in life. So definitely reach out, do your research, so you know what you're getting yourself into, because it's a huge life change. But at the end of the day, you're doing it to set yourself up for success in the future, because that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, you don't have to do 20 years to be successful. You know, you could do your 3 years, 2 years, whatever, get out and then go be successful. Like, that's my plan. Like, I plan on getting out and going to be a radiologist. That's my main thing. So look at it as a stepping stone to open up doors to other pathways.
Okay.
Amen to that, brother.
Okay, so I have a friend named Mariah. Shout out to you, Mariah, if you ever watch the podcast. I know you at boot camp right now. Shout out to you. So she gave me a little bit of a rundown of boot camp. What was a rundown of boot camp for yourself?
Oh man, boot camp was dope, man. Dude, I'm a recruiter, so I'm not gonna be like saying, oh, it's the best thing since sliced bread. It's not, but it was dope because you get to do stuff that you never would have thought you would have been able to do ever in your life. You get to meet people all around the world. Like, my best friend is from Connecticut. My other best friend is from Alabama. You feel me? And I met them while in that, you know, that setting of being in basic training. And I still talk to him to this day. I just mentioned him, actually, the one that went to DreamCon, Boyd. That's my boy. That's my older brother. He's like 32, 33. And I learned so much from dude. He taught me about credit. You know what I mean? He taught me about how to set up, you know, myself up for success, you know, and he put me on game for a lot of stuff. And then my boy, Bruins, that's my dog. I still talk to him every once in a while. He's doing this thing in Connecticut. But, you know what I mean? You learn a lot, man. You do a lot of hands-on stuff, man, and you meet a lot of people, and the experiences are just, it's something you don't get to experience anywhere else. Like, I can tell you, like, firsthand, man, like, you know, we both play sports. You play sports too. So it's like being on the football team, bro. Like, that's literally what it is. As long as you do your job, do your assignment, you will not get messed with.
Okay.
Like, it's fun.
Yeah. Was there ever a point during that time where you're like, I don't know if I could do this, but you fought through it?
Oh yeah, that was the first night. I ain't even gonna hold you. That was the first night. I'm gonna sit here and be realistic. It was the first night I got there. I flew to Atlanta, Georgia. The first time I ever been on a plane was when I went to basic training. It was a 6-hour flight, crazy. I got there, and then we got on a bus to South Carolina. And then I got to South Carolina. I see the drill sergeants. I was like, oh snap, this is real.
It's a real
like,
thing.
Yeah, everything's setting in. And then my mind went to lock in, right? This is game time. Let's do what we got to do, right? And that one time we got a little bit of time to go to sleep, I cried. I was like, oh, man, what am I doing? Like, I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I miss my family. But at the end of the day, I had to wipe those tears off. I did what I had to do. I stood up, and I came out a better person after it. That's the one thing. Like, if you stick with what you got, like, you be straight. Like, you got to understand that not all good things are achieved the easiest way. Like, if you want something that's, like, at the very top of the mountain, you still got to climb that mountain.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So always remember that. That's the biggest thing that I take away from that.
That's good.
Yeah.
So what are some places that you travel to that you feel like are one of the best places to travel to if somebody wants to go visit?
Okay, yeah, most definitely. I've been all over the world, dude. I've been to Germany, Poland, Romania, Texas, Georgia. You know what I mean? Like, it all depends on what you're trying to do. Like, my main thing, like, stateside, Texas. I love Texas. I'm a big Texas person. I plan on moving back out there later on in life to buy some land. I love it. Yeah. It was cheap. The people are great. The culture is amazing. Another great place is Georgia. Oh, man, the culture was insane. That was the first place I ever bought my first pair of J's. Because, like, coming from California, you can wear Vans. Right? Yeah. And then I get over there, I'm wearing Vans. Everybody looking at me like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I'm African American like everybody else, but, like, I look like I'm not from there. So I went to go buy my first pair of J's. I bought the Pure Money 4s, and that was the best thing ever. I just started collecting shoes after that. But being in those different places and you see how, like, different cultures work and how they live and how you adapt to it, it's crazy, bro. It's immense. It's a life-changing experience, and I always recommend it to anybody that's, like, trying to get out and want to see the world. The military is easy, bro. It's a stepping stone.
Dang, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I also want to ask another question that doesn't pertain to the military or anything like that, just because I know that we went to high school together, and I know that I was a freshman when you were a senior, but I still do remember you. Yeah. Now, how did you meet your wife, And how long have you guys been together?
Oh man. So we met back in 2013. Believe it or not. So I was in. I came from middle school. I went to Live Oak, and then we went to Tulare Union together, right? So I was in the band, and my freshman year, and I was like, dude, like this shorty bad. Like she was in the color guard. She was over there, you know, twirling her thing, doing her thing. But I didn't know how to shoot my shot because, like, back then I was like a little short, fat, black kid. I was like, I don't know what to do, bro. You know, face full of pimples. I was like, it's crazy. Like, but she was like everything I could like imagine, right? And I didn't know how to shoot my shot. You know what I mean? So I tried to do a little undercover thing, like, what's good? Like, we should go to the outlets, me, you, and a couple other people. You know what I mean? And she was goofy at the time, bro. She was so goofy. And she's like, yeah, we can link up, nigga. And I was like, whoa, like, relax, dude. And she was just like but she was just so out there, and like her energy was just unmatched. And it was something that I can remember to this day. And we ended up linking up later on in life, which was like the best time because, you know what I mean, I went through stuff, she went through stuff, but it made us better and allowed us to grow without having to, you know what I mean, grow apart. Okay. So that's where we ended up linking about 3 years ago. And, you know what I mean, I got introduced to her daughter, and that's my daughter now. I love her to death. She's the best thing ever. She taught me patience and guidance. And also my wife, she taught me how to love again. Like realistically, like I had such a bad relationship with my family that she brought that back into my life. She's like, family is important. You need to work on this relationship with this person. And I was like, nah, I ain't trying to hear none of that. But she took that time out of the day or out of her time and was able to, you know what I mean, give me tips and tools on how to guide myself back into having a better relationship with those people. Okay. And it was crazy because like at that time I was going through such a huge like mental breakdown, right? I just got back from a deployment and my mind was not right. I was just like, anxiety was a crazy thing. I didn't even know what it was back then. And I wasn't eating right. I wasn't sleeping right. And then I went to go get help because she was the one that recommended getting help and everything. So I ended up getting help. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. I do recommend it to anybody else that is going through something that, you know what I mean, they feel like there's no other option. Therapy is the greatest thing ever. I tell you this because my daughter goes to it. I go to it. All my family goes to their own little therapy sessions because it's the greatest thing ever. You got to have that time away to go decompress. Right, not just as a family, but you got to decompress on your own because you got to unpack those traumas and stuff that you've been through, and that's what I did, and it was the best thing I could ever do, and I thank her for that to this day because, you know what I mean, I've been through everything. I've been through deployments, I've been through divorce, and all this other stuff. So for her to come into my life and accept me even after all that is just top tier for me. So nah, definitely she my dog, she my keeper. You know what I mean? So I always look to her for everything. Yeah. Dang, bro.
That's good. That's good, man.
Yeah.
So you manifested.
Yeah, no, definitely, bro. Dude, manifesting and prayer, bro. I'm a huge spiritual person. I believe in God.
Yes, sir.
And it's always been like one of those things that I shied away from, especially growing up, because I was pushed into it. So I tried to step away from it, and I started looking at other things, and I didn't realize how important that one thing was that I got pushed into. So yeah, no, faith, man, having faith in God or whatever you believe in is just it helps keep you grounded. That's the main thing.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's all of the questions I have for you, man. I appreciate you joining me for the podcast. It was a great episode of the podcast, brother. It was good seeing you again as well, man.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Thank you to my co-host Omar for showing up as well, man. You already know the deal. Shout out to my other co-host Julian, aka Mr. Pinguino, aka Mr. Make It Slide. And then also, hey, calm down. And then also shout out to my main man Kai Land 3 Eyes. You already know the deal. Check out all of their social medias, link in the description. You already know the deal. My name is Donovan, aka Double Dono, and this is the Nameless Journey podcast, best podcast in my home. I greatly appreciate you guys joining me for the podcast, and go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell for notifications when we drop a video. I greatly appreciate it. We need to grow, and we are going to continue to grow. Nameless Journey podcast. Y'all have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And we will catch y'all later. Deuces.
Boy, you're crazy.